climbing the roadsides of the Ozarks. You might think it to be a paradise for climbing, with new rock faces around every corner. The truth is, though, that it's mostly terrible climbing. The rock can be very fragile due to the use of dynamite, so it can break off as you're climbing. Also, since it's right next to the road, you get a lot of traffic attention.
You know that person?
No.
You might also get a visit from local law enforcement.
Hello. Hello.
Howdy.
Doing all right? Yeah. Hey, I got called by State Highway Patrol. There's some people worried about you guys.
This particular bit of roadside climbing was developed by a local climber named Joshua McElderry. I had the pleasure of climbing with him a few months ago, and he gave some insight to the crag and its hopeful future.
My name is Josh McElderry. I live in Springfield. I moved to this area because of its proximity to Newton County. I've grown up climbing there and knew it was a wonderful place to climb and explore, but I needed someplace close to home. Traveling back and forth, you see all this blasted rock, and any vertical cliff is appealing for one reason or another. As I saw that, it intrigued me, and then as I got exposed to ice climbing and subsequently mixed climbing and dry tooling, I thought this could be a potential. I was looking for places that climbers don't care about, and this place is covered in chossy rock. I mean, you see bands of rock that just crumble with any time you touch them, and this is a place that very few would want to rock climb, so this is a perfect place to explore dry tooling. And so this 5 tiers of cliff, it spoke to me, so I started looking around, and this first place just behind me offered a little roof at the end of the climb, so I thought that was an interesting feature, and so I came up and studied how to bolt and placed my first bolts there. There's 4 or 5 bolts up it, so it's a climb you can do on lead. At the same time, I have friends that I've helped develop in climbing, and rappelling is something that people don't really know the ins and outs of and how to do it safely. Rappelling is one place that climbers really get themselves into tight pickles that they have a lot of close calls and even sometimes some injuries and fatalities. And so on the west side of this cliff, there's a number of places where there's bolt stations where you can rappel down. But this place has, the more I've explored it, it has tremendous potential as a playground. And that's kind of the nuts and bolts of it. Do you have any questions I could further clarify?
The first thing you have to do is hike to the top and set a master point. There aren't mussies or chains, so you have to build your own anchor system. Then you can either hike back down or rappel. If you hike back down, then you have a sketchy Class 3 scramble up to the first tier. Once you're on the main ledge, you can lead or top rope. Again, I stress that there are no mussy hooks or chains at the top. Personally, I consider this to be a 5'9" or 5'10", and probably PG due to all the loose rock. If it were in the gym, I'd easily call it a 5'9". You start with a 2-hand match and pull up. There's a little toe hold for your left foot, and then spread eagle with your right foot to the dynamite tube. That's the first problem. I've climbed this route with a half dozen people, and most haven't been able to get past this. The right foot move was actually figured out by Zach Cruz. I didn't make it past this move the whole first trip.
So the first time that we came out here, just getting my left hand up to here was so hard.
Thankfully, the second trip moved me on to the next problem. Once you get your hands and feet settled, the next move is, or should I say was, a cool 2-hand match to a sloper with your right hand.
What? Oh!
I say was because between the end of 2022 and the middle of 2023, the bit of rock that your fingers go behind, well, it broke off. Oh! That is gone! Without something for your fingers to brace against, this move becomes much more difficult. The sloper has just enough of a divot to catch your fingertips. I fell many times while trying to hold this move. After holding the sloper, you have to climb up to a very stretchy pinch. There's a little nub under the hold for your thumb to pinch against. Without the nub, this would be a very difficult hold. The stretch alone makes it fairly difficult. Getting past this brings you to a rather dirty ledge. I spent some time cleaning the route with a broom. It didn't look much better, but I have to believe that it was. The layers of dirt and dust make it hard to get any usable friction for your hands. If you can make it to the next hold though, you're greeted with another pinch. This time, it's a vertical pinch that's far out to the side. At this point though, you're very close to the top, and it's a manageable climb to top out. During my climbing with Josh, he said that he never even considered climbing this route without tools. He didn't think it could be done. While I still haven't been awarded first ascent, I do have a clean top rope under my belt, as does he. In December of 2022, I was thwarted by the sloper being wet and having no friction. In September of 2023, I discovered the missing rock for the hand match.
So basically what I would do is I would grab this, there was a chunk here, and then I could reach over and grab this chunk here, and then I would go for that sloper up there. I don't know if I can do that now.
This climb is to be continued, but I will get a clean lead.
Oi! Oi! Pull! Pull, my son! Oh! 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 Stand that foot up! Oh!